I'm not on StreamYard, so I guess I have to give the people a few minutes to get in here, child. I don't have enough. My signal ain't strong enough. I couldn't even get StreamYard to come up for me to try to set up a StreamYard. So it's gonna take a minute for the people to find me, honey. I couldn't even set up a live for the StreamYard. So I'll give it a few minutes to see if anybody can find me. I don't know if YouTube won't send out any notifications or what, honey. Let me see. Oh, I got a like. I got a like. Okay. Somebody in here. All right. Hey, hey, what's going on, y'all? Come on in. Come on in. Hey, the informs. Hey, boo. Hey, Chuck. PTW. Was it PTWYT? Hey, what's up, Cajun? Cajun, be on the lookout because I'm going live straight through YouTube. So if there's any trolls or anything in here, just go on and block them, baby. Just go on, time them out, block them, do whatever. Hey, y'all. Hey, okay, they coming in now. What's up, Jay Wall, Sheila, Rock Shit, Fruit Punch? Hey, Fruit Punch, where you been? Hey, Marcus, straight from the VA. Auntie Eva, Mia, what's going on? Drinks with D. Hey, boo. Hey, Cheryl, how was is your last? I was going to say how was Jamaica? Okay, we have to all link. Oh shit, we'll have to all link up when I get back. Tiptoeing into the night. Oof. Okay, tiptoeing into the night. You better not get rid of my J Wash, Cajun. I said a troll. Jay is not a troll. You leave my Jay alone. Yeah. So y'all know I'm in Curacao, right? And I wanted to go on stream, y'all, because I really wanted to do I wanted to go live on my travel channel. Cause I really wanted, but I might have to just do a whole different, just a regular live. But baby, I definitely have some things to say about this Curacao situation. Oh gosh. Been trying to get through this MBA program, keeping my head down. Oh, I respect that. Definitely respect that. Yes. Benji Pip Nay said, congratulations, it's worth it in the end for sure. Yeah, yeah, it is. She has her MBA, so she knows. Is it beautiful so far? Curacao is beautiful. You know what's funny? I thought I had never been to Curacao, but I remember like last week I've been to Curacao, but I've never stayed in Curacao. I've been to Curacao on a cruise, so I've done all the touristy stuff. I've the cruise ships come in over where the houses are, so I've seen all the colorful houses. I've gone to the bridge, so I've done like the touristy stuff. So I've been to Curacao before. I thought I hadn't though. For some reason, I don't know why, but it was just a cruise. So this is my first time like actually staying here. And it's beautiful. Kay just said the last two semesters are the hardest in that MBA program. Okay. Kay, I didn't know you had your MBA. I knew you had a I thought I knew you had a master's, but I didn't know you had an MBA. But y'all, let me tell y'all something. So first of all, my flight went really well. Um, I had an early flight, so I had to be up at. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, so I really need to crash in a few minutes. But my flight, um, and I did sleep on the like my first leg. I had a layover. What's up, Jonathan? Hey, boo. So I slept pretty much the first leg. It was like DC to Miami, and then Miami to Curacao. So I slept pretty much that first flight. I slept a little bit on the second flight. But the flight was pretty good. I mean, the flight left on time. It wasn't a whole lot of drama. Matter of fact, we got to Miami almost 30 minutes early. I was like, damn, okay then. Um, so we got here early. So that was cool because I always hate layovers. Ooh, I always hate layovers. Um, because they always make me nervous. But we got there early, so it was plenty of time. I had more than enough time to do what I needed to do. And then the flight from Curacao was pretty good. I wasn't crazy about my stewardess or my what Well, stewardess isn't the word anymore. Flight attendant. I wasn't crazy about my flight attendant and my flight from Miami. I mean, from DC to Miami. She was real short. I didn't really like her. But not in a, like, she wasn't rude. She just wasn't real friendly, if that makes sense. But other than that, I mean, I don't have nothing to complain about. So I guess that's the worst I can. If the worst I can say is that my flight attendant wasn't as nice as I wanted her to be, I guess that means it was a pretty good date with the flight. Um, so for those who don't know, this is a trip for my cousin. It's her 50th birthday, so it's like 40 something people here. And I was like, cool. Shoot, I just booked a flight to Houston, and when I say that flight was crazy, I should have looked at them damn flights before I committed to come to go to Houston. But it is what it is. I'm going now. I already paid for my flight. I already got my hotel, child. Hey Markel, what's up? What's up? What's up? So so it's like 40 something people at this resort that are a part of our group. And that's cool. That's like a really nice group of people. You know what I mean? Like, cool. So we were all, I mean, obviously, a lot, we were all landing at different times. So we got our transportation and stuff. Get to the resort. As soon as I get to the resort to check in, I find out that people are having trouble with the air conditioning in their rooms. Now, the weird thing is, it just seems to be no rhyme or reason. Like, some people didn't have air conditioning. Like the dude right next to me, his air conditioner was working fine. Mine wasn't working. So of course, but before I even got to my room, I'm checking in and I hear people complaining about the air conditioning, and I'm like, oh Lord, like please don't let my room be one of the ones that's got a problem with the air conditioning. Of course, my room is one of the rooms that has a problem with the air conditioning, right? So the other thing is this resort, it doesn't have an elevator, right? It's like one of those, like, it's like it's like what they call them, the garden, like was like where, like the old motels or whatever. So all of the rooms, have a separate entrance like from outside. So there's no elevator. So at first I was like, oh Lord, please don't put me on the second or third floor, because Lord knows I ain't trying to walk up and down the steps for the next 4 days. So I was on the first floor, and I had a ocean view room. So cool, I could see the ocean. I was on the first floor, and I was literally, when I say literally, like 4 steps away from the pool, I'm not exaggerating. Like I could walk out my balcony and be at the pool in probably 4 or 5 steps. I was like, bet. But of course, the room didn't have any air conditioning, right? So um that was at like 4 o'clock. So I called them, told them my room didn't have air. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna send somebody down." Then I went up there and told them, because when the lady gave me my room key, the lady was like, "Yeah, I'm not looking at the chat, so give me a second. If y'all are saying something, I'm not looking at the chat." So the lady was like, "If your room doesn't have any air conditioner, just come back up and we'll switch your room." All right, cool. So I did that. I went back up there and I was like, "Hey, don't have any air in my room." She was like, "Okay, we're gonna have maintenance come down and look at it." I was like, whatever. Because again, I really didn't want to change rooms because I was on the first floor and I was by the, like I was and walk, like literally could walk to like I said, 5 steps, I was in the pool. So I really didn't want to change rooms. So I was like, cool. So we hung out at the bar for a little bit, went to got something to eat, and then I headed back to my room. I probably had been gone like 3 or 4 hours. By the time I got back to my room, it was like 4 hours later. I don't feel no difference. And they hadn't stocked my refrigerator, because I'm supposed to have my refrigerator supposed to be stocked. So nothing was in the refrigerator, and nothing. My room felt the same. So I was like, they ain't even come down here, because they ain't even put nothing in the refrigerator. Like if something was in the refrigerator, I'd be like, well, at least maybe they checked on it. So by this time, I'm sweating. Like when I say I'm sweating, I am hot, because my dumb ass, and this was on me, I had left my key in my room. So I walked to my room, now the thing I didn't like about my room was that I was in building 8, so I had to walk past like 3 or 4 buildings to get to my building. So it was a long walk, baby. When I tell you my feelings was hurt when I got all the way to my room and I couldn't find my key, baby, I walked around to the back of my room and sat on my little balcony. I guess it's not called a balcony when it's on the first floor, but whatever they call it on the first floor, child. Baby, I just sat there for about 20 minutes because I was like, I'm tired, I'm hot, I'm sweaty. I can't get in my room. And I knew I had to walk all the way back to the front desk to get another key. So that's what I did. So by the time I got back to my room, after I did all of that, I'm sweaty, I'm hot, I'm tired. I ain't got no air conditioning. And I was like, damn it. So I immediately start calling the front desk because I was like, I'm damn sure not about to walk back up there right now. So I immediately start calling the front desk. Nobody's answering the phone. And when I say I'm letting that phone ring, like I know I let that phone ring like 20 times and then I would hang up and call back, hang up and call back, hang up and call back. Because my thing was at this point, I want to take a shower. But I don't want to take a shower until I know what's going on with the room. Like, are y'all still coming? Are y'all not coming? Like, what's happening with the room? But I really need to get in the shower. But I also know that once I get in the shower, it's probably a wrap. You know what I mean? So I finally get the lady to answer the phone, and she very politely, if that ain't my job, was polite. She said it in a polite way. Like basically, she was like, I feel like what she wanted to say was the only reason why I answered this damn phone is because you kept calling, but I can't help you. She was like, ma'am, she was very polite though. She was like, ma'am, I'm gonna have somebody give you a call back, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, okay, and I told her, I said, look, it's been like 4 hours. Nobody's been down here. I'm trying to take a shower. Like, I just need to know what's gonna happen. Are y'all gonna move my room? Is somebody gonna come down here? Like, what's going on? So, um, nobody calls me back. So I was like, I'm gonna go get in the shower because I was like, by this time, I had to get in the shower. Like I was just sweaty and I had to get in the shower. So of course, as soon as I get out the shower, the phone rings. I answer the phone. No, as soon as somebody's at my door. So the lady finally, the lady comes to stock my refrigerator, and she tries to call maintenance because again, as soon as she opened my door, she was like, "Oh yeah, you don't have no air conditioner," and I was like, "Duh." So like, she's trying to call maintenance. Maintenance ain't answering the phone for her, right? So she was like, "Ma'am, I'm gonna keep calling. I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna keep calling them." And I was like, "Well, I know it's not on you, but like, what's going on? Because it's getting later and later, and." I need to figure out what's going on before I get comfortable. Because once I get comfortable, it's a wrap. But I'm hot. Like I had gotten out the shower and I was already starting to sweat again. It's hot. So so my cousin has a travel agent, and thank goodness the travel agent is here with us. So I sent her a message. I was like, FYI, they still haven't fixed the air conditioner in my room. She was like, so she called me and she was like, have you unpacked yet? And I was like, not really. I said, I took my toiletries out. I took a shower, but no, I really haven't unpacked. She was like, okay. She was like, I'm getting ready to walk up there now because the lady said she was going to change your room. So if they not gonna fix your room, they need to change your room. And I was like, okay. So she next thing I know, she was calling me like probably within 20 minutes. She called me. She was at the front desk. She was like, they're looking for a room now. She was like, they're gonna check the room before they move you to a different room. They're gonna check and make sure the air conditioner is working, make sure everything is cool before they move you. But somebody gonna be down there in a few minutes to move you. They just gotta make sure they gotta run that when the air conditioner works. Because remember, there were other people whose air conditioner weren't working. I wasn't the only one. There were like probably 5 or 6 people in our group whose air conditioner wasn't working. They've already moved like 2 or 3 people, around. So the lady comes and she introduced herself. She says, I'm the manager. I'm so sorry, but we have a new. She was like, we got a room for you. I've already checked it. The air conditioner is working. She was like, I'm gonna help you pack. She's like, are you packed up? You need me to help you pack up? We're gonna move your, and they moved, they moved all my stuff. No big deal, whatever, whatever. So I'm in my new room. Now, here's the problem. The problem is I moved to a different building. So I'm a little bit closer to like the main office. The problem is now I'm on the second floor. So instead of being on the first floor, I'm on the second floor, which means I got to walk up the steps every time I go to my room. And I'm not near the pool anymore. Like from my room, I can see, okay, I can see one of the pools from my room, but it's not the pool that I was, it's not the pool where I was before. So the pool where I was before was like one of the pools that, so what's up, Demarcus? I already told you I wasn't doing Fight Land. I already told you I wasn't doing Fight Land, baby. Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing any new 50 Cent shows. I'm just not doing it. I'm stuck on Power because I'm in love with Power and whatever, but I'm not doing any more 50 Cent shows. I'm not doing, outside of the Power universe. Nope, I'm not doing it. Um, so and let me be clear. Number one, oh, congratulations. Thank you, Demarcus, for the super chat too, boo. And somebody gifted a membership. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at my phone. So congratulations if you got gifted a membership. Congratulations, boo. Um, First of all, Cajun, I already told you you're not getting a Beyond the Gates review for about the next 3 weeks, so you be all right. Um, so here's the thing. The upstairs situation isn't just because I'm fat, because I mean that's part of it. But it's also, y'all know, my legs. So when I do too much walking, my legs start hurting me. My legs, that's why I'm here now, because the rest of the group, they out partying right now. um because technically my cousin's birthday is tomorrow, so she wanted to ring in her birthday at midnight. So she was like, I don't care if we come back to the resort at 12:10. I don't want to be on the resort. I don't know why she didn't want to be on the resort ringing in her birthday, but she didn't. And she was like, I want to, I want to be doing something to ring in my birthday. So a lot of the people, they're down at the beach. It was like a club down at the beach. So they went down to the beach. Um to ring in her birthday. So that's where they are now. But I didn't go because, like I said, my legs, I don't want to overdo it. And now I got to worry about walking up and down the damn steps all daggone day. But that's okay. I'm going to have to do it like I do on the cruise. Make sure I have everything I need before I walk out the door. Make sure I got my chargers. Make sure I got whatever I need, my ID, my money, my whatever. Because when I be on the cruise, I make sure I have everything I need before I walk out my door. So I don't have to keep running back and forth to my room. I could just go from one thing to the next to the next. And that's what I'm gonna just have to do. But tonight I just need to I'm gonna take one of my pain pills and just relax, because when I had to keep walking back and forth, like when I left my key and all of that, child. But baby, yes, I'm not this I'm gonna be honest with y'all right now. I mean, I'll let y'all know how I feel at the end, but so far I'm not really feeling. No, I'm not taking my passport out this room. Absolutely not. I'll take my ID. I have my driver's license with me, but I'm not taking my passport is in the safe, baby, and my passport is gonna stay in the safe. Mm. Um. No, listen. Thank you, Yolanda, but I'm gonna make it work, baby. I'm gonna make it work, but um, I'm in Curacao, Markel. I am going to talk to them tomorrow and see if they're going to give me any concessions, because so the type of room, now I will say this, the room that they moved me to, I actually kind of like this room better, if I'm being honest. I just don't like the fact that it's on the second floor. The room itself, I do kind of like, because the room they had me in, it had two double beds. I was supposed to have one king size bed. I mean, not two double beds, but two queen size beds. Like at a hotel where you can either have the two queen size beds or the one king. I was supposed to have one king because I'm by myself. So I didn't understand why I had two queens to begin with. So like the room I'm in now has one king. The balcony, like I'm overlooking. Hold on, I'm gonna turn my camera on so y'all can see. Like I still technically have an ocean view. I'm a little bit further back than I was, but I'm not that part I'm not tripping on. Hold on, let me see. See, I'm okay. I'm on the balcony. Um, Child, how do I flip the? Oh, there it is, right there. Flip the camera. So that's my view, right? So that's the ocean. Like, I mean, it's dark outside, obviously, but during the day, that's where the ocean is. Like right there, where those palm trees are. Now, I'm overlooking. You see, that's the bar right there. That's one of the bars, and like a little restaurant right there. I'm overlooking a pool, but this isn't the pool. And I know y'all are like, well, why does it matter? Why does it matter? Why does it matter? It matters because the other pool where I was literally could walk out my door and walk to, that's a private pool. Like only certain you have to have a certain room in order to have access to that pool. So I still have access to the pool because it's on my key card. I can still get into that pool, but I got to walk to that pool now. Whereas before the pool was right there. And I know that y'all might be like, really be you being petty? No, I'm not being petty. That's what I paid for. So that's why I was like, we'll go in the morning and see what kind of concessions. Like, can you take some money off my bill? Can you give me something like something? Because it's not what I asked for, you know. Yes, honey, I have on my moo honey. I have on my moo. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I pay for, and again, like I said, technically, I still have an ocean view. Like I can see the water from here, and during the day, I'm sure I can see it a lot clearer. So that type, I'm not tripping off of. But it's just like, and why my air conditioner wasn't working, and why so many people air conditioner wasn't working. And again, I could see if it was all in one, like if it was all a building eight, then I'd be like, okay, well, everybody in building eight or everybody, all of the people who was having problems were in the same building. But that wasn't the case. Like some people were in building six. I was in building eight. Some people in building seven. What the fuck is going on? Because what I feel like is y'all air conditioning was messed up yesterday. Because why is there so many rooms like kamikaze? Y'all just got some issues. That's how I feel about it. And if I'm being honest, let me turn my camera back off so I can put my phone down. And if I'm being honest, to be fair, um, not I'm gonna end up with 8 bottles of liquor, child. Not the Norwegian. Not like Norwegian be doing it, honey. Oh, this chair is uncomfortable. Oh Lord, I'm too fat for this chair. Lord, it's uncomfortable. Um, I'm not crazy about this resort either, if I'm just being honest. Though Cajun not with me, child. If I'm being honest, I'm just not. Is I don't know. I don't. It's not horrible. Like it's not like, oh my god, I'm getting the hell out of here and going home. It ain't like that, but it's just definitely not. I know y'all gonna be like, you just bougie. You be just being bougie, but I don't think that's what it is, y'all. I don't think it's me being bougie. Okay, these chairs are not comfortable. I'm gonna have to go back in my room. I'm gonna have to tell them to bring me a different chair. The chairs at the chair at the other room, the chairs are more comfortable, but they ain't had no cushion on them. Why the chair ain't have no cushion? The guy was like, "Oh, you can ask them to bring you a cushion." Why I gotta ask them to bring me a cushion? Like, why the chairs don't have cushion? Yeah, it's older. Yeah, it's definitely older. Oh God, yeah, I gotta go back inside. These chairs are not comfortable. I was cool for the first few minutes, but now, child, ooh, the chairs is cutting into my legs, honey. I'm too fat. Like, I'm gonna show you these chairs. Like, y'all gonna be like, okay, I get it. Let me show y'all the chairs. Okay, that's me now. That's the chair I just got out of. It's just, yeah, it could be better. It could just, and maybe, like, I haven't stayed at a lot of resorts. So, because usually I've done like Airbnbs. Hold on, y'all. Shit. Hold on a second, y'all. Shit. I've done like Airbnbs or cruises or just hotels. You know what I mean? I haven't done a lot of like resorts. So maybe I don't have anything to really compare it to. I don't know. Cause this is only like maybe like the third time I've stayed at like a all inclusive resort like this. Generally, I don't, like I said, generally I don't do that. I do like cruises or hotels. You know what I mean? So so maybe it's just me. What just happened, y'all? Okay, can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. I have no idea what just happened. Well, I know what just happened, but I didn't. Oh gosh. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Sorry. I had to come back in the room. I had to come back in this room, honey. Can y'all hear me? Okay, you can hear me now. I don't know. I mean, well, like I said, I know what happened. I hit something with my phone. I mean, when I was walking back in the room, I hit something, but I didn't know how to undo it. Cause I was like, what did I do? And then all of a sudden, it just popped back up. I don't know what just happened just now. And that's the other thing. The internet is real spotty. The resort has Wi-Fi, but they ain't give me the fucking password. So that's another thing. Tomorrow I gotta go and get the damn password. Cause it says, you know, it's Wi-Fi, but I ain't got the damn password. So yeah, I'm just not. It's just and oh shit. Where's the light? Y'all, this place is getting on my nerves. Now I can't find the damn light switch to turn off the bathroom light. How the fuck? You know how at hotels you never know where the light switch, what light switch go to what thing. Okay, that's not that. Make sure my door locked. Okay, that turns that off. Okay, I got that. Okay, I think I got all the lights cut off that I need cut off, child. Ooh, but you know how, and this why y'all have to be careful when y'all give y'all's when y'all give y'all budgets, when y'all want to do trips and stuff like that, and y'all give y'all budget to your travel agent, you got to be very careful because just between me and y'all, I did have a conversation with the travel agent. Me and her was talking, you know, we were talking, I told her I just started doing travel and, we were talking about some good stuff. And she was like, basically, for what for what my cousin asked for, this is what was in the price point. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all want to do these trips and y'all want to do certain things, y'all have to be careful when y'all get that information to y'all travel agent. You have to be very clear on what it is that you want. Like, this is my budget, but I still want certain things. I still want this, I want this, I want that. And if it's going to cost me more, that's fine. Let me know how much more it's going to cost me, or is that unrealistic? Like, I want to go here, here, here. I want to do this, this and that, but I don't want to do this, this and this. So is that realistic? Is that unrealistic? Like, let me know. And I think that's so y'all have to keep that in mind because my cousin has certain parameters. And I'm not saying my cousin was being cheap. I think my cousin was trying to make sure that, she could be inclusive of everybody that she wanted to come. You know what I'm saying? And I think when you try to take into consideration everybody else instead of worrying about what you want, because here's the what this the thing. And I was having this conversation with somebody. Actually, I was having this conversation with somebody. I think it was yesterday. You put stuff out there, either people are going to do it or they're not. And what I have started to find is that the people that do the most complaining are going to be the first ones to sign up to do something. You know what I'm saying? If people want to come, they'll come. If people want to do something, they'll do it. You know what I mean? And you just have to be mindful of that and be like, okay, well, I want everybody to come on my birthday trip. However, comma, I also want it to be in a certain place, and I want the resort to have certain amenities, and I want the excursions to be certain. You know what I mean? Like you have to keep all that into consideration because sometimes you might sacrifice the size of your trip for the quality of your trip, or vice versa. You might, you know what I mean? And so again, and then you also have to remember when you traveling in groups, everybody don't travel like you. Everybody doesn't value what you value. You know what I'm saying? The things that might be bothering me might not be bothering other people on the trip. Or there might be things that's bothering them that ain't bothering me. Like some of the other people, they were complaining about stuff um that wasn't even bothering me. I was like, ooh, I didn't even think about that. But it was bothering them. They were complaining about it. So that's always the trade-off when you want to do a group trip instead of just you doing something for yourself. That's why I like cruises, child. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That's why I like me a good old cruise. Cause baby, a ship got everything for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And everybody ain't gotta do everything. You know? That's why I like cruises. Uh well, Cajun. Really be needs to be relaxing and enjoying her vacation. Anyway, y'all got enough of her time tonight. Go glue some. Child, Cajun, you the main one. You always act like you looking out for me, but you the main one that give me a headache. Make that make sense. You be the one giving me the biggest headache, but you the one acting like you looking out for me. Make that make sense, Cajun. Child. Oh, child. Let me see what y'all talking about. What happened? Something happened today that I was gonna talk to y'all about, child. Oh, excuse me. Something happened. I'm gonna have to thank you. I hope they compensate me too, boo. Um we're gonna have to talk about George, Real Housewives of Atlanta, real quick. So George's wife, Ashley, she dropped the audio from the speech that George gave that Angela was talking about. That was like, yeah, because when I see when I see Shamia, I know I gotta pay her. And Angela tried to turn it into something nasty. If you go listen to that whole speech that woman dropped, anybody that's been defending Angela need to be ashamed of themselves. If you still defending Angela after you hear that audio, you just hate Shamia. Like there's no in between to it. If you after you hear that audio, if you are still defending Shamia, you just hate. I mean defending Angela, you just hate Shamia. That's it. That's it. You just hate Shamia. And it's okay. Just say I don't fuck with her. Just say that. Please. I would much rather you just be honest and say, I don't like Shamia, I don't fuck with Shamia, than to keep playing in my face. Because at this point, that's what you're doing. You playing in my face. Because the man was basically what the man said. I'm paraphrasing, but I'm gonna play the audio. I just can't do it right now. But basically, what the man was saying was, Shamia works hard. Every time I see Shamia, she doing something different. She working for, she work at the Hawks game working. She on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's raising money for her foundation. And she always, and so I know when I see her, but I'm gonna have to pay her because she, cause she always working. That's what he was saying. He was actually complimenting her on being a hustler and being out here grinding. Like that's what he was saying. Like every time I see her, she at another job. So I know when I see her, I'm gonna have to pay her. That's what he was saying. Like Angela, like I said, if you still defending her, you just hate Shamia. That's it. It's really no rhyme or reason for it. But anyway, so all them contortionists on Sunday that was trying to bend themselves into a pretzel to be like, nah, Angela was vindicated because she never said, all she did was ask a question. We know what Angela was trying to do. We know, like we know what Angela was trying to do. But like I said, if you still defending Angela, it's okay. Just say you don't like Shamia. Just say you don't like Shamia. But anyway, people don't want anyone in their spaces who accused them of being predatory or soliciting. Yeah, I mean, again, the man was. It was clearly a joke, which is what he said. Which is what was said the other night. He was clearly making a joke, and when you hear him and you hear the whole context, like he was clearly making a joke. So, but anyway, child. There's still gonna be people that's gonna be defending it. But all she said was, I mean, the man said it. That's all she said was that he said that. But the insinuation, and you know what the insinuation was. But anyway, all right, y'all. I just wanted to pop in. I'll give y'all a full review and breakdown when I can get on my travel channel. But I'm here. I'm here safely. I mean, even with some bumps and bruises, I'm here. I got air conditioning now. I'm in my room. It could be worse. They could have said we don't have no room to put you in and you just gotta deal with it. I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse. So, you know, the way they put accusations out on married people is crazy. Yeah, that's true. That's true. True. But yes, KJ, you gonna have to get over it. Oh, excuse me, because this weekend I'm out of town. Next weekend I'm out of town, and the weekend after that I'm out of town. So y'all probably not. Now JB, he'll probably do his own breakdown, but y'all probably won't get JB and really be for Beyond the Gates probably for about 3 weeks. Yeah. I did watch the episodes this week, but of course I didn't see today's episode and I won't see tomorrow's episode. But I watched Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Did anything interesting happen? Nah, not really. Um, Hopefully by the time I can come back to y'all, we'll know who this mystery person is that sent Andre the champagne. See, by the time I come back, these storylines will have advanced and I have some stuff to talk about. We probably can't get it done during the week, DB, because my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays are already locked up. So probably can't do it during the week. We got the Whether You Like It or Not panel. I do Heart Hustle Houston review. Um, Tuesday we do Chasing LA. We trying to get back on track with the teacher project. Um, so I probably can't squeeze it in. That's why I've been trying to go live. That's why I've been doing my tribe meetings early so that I can be available to do the panels and stuff like that. Like, Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I probably will not be able to squeeze in Beyond the Gates over the next couple of weeks. I'm just probably not gonna be able to do it. Um, but yeah, like I said, JB, if I can, I will. But I probably won't be able to because number one, I still have to be caught up on the episodes. Even if me and JB can link up during the week, I have to be caught up on the episodes. So like right now, I'm already behind 2 episodes because I didn't see today's episode. I'm not gonna see tomorrow's episode until next week, and then next week is the field trip. So I won't be home on Friday. I'll miss Friday's episode. So even if I get caught up, I'm gonna be gone on Friday, and then the weekend after that, I'll be gone that Friday. But I'll be back. I'll be back. We'll be back. And then we still want to try to get Big Brother. That's the other thing too. Still trying to get. So it's just a lot going on right now. It's a lot of moving parts. So yeah. Yep. 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 Excuse me. Yeah. 3 weeks in a row. I got stuff to do. So yeah. Yep. And then yeah, because I'll be back at work when I get back from Houston. Because the 15th is the weekend I'm going to Houston. I go back to work that Monday. I come back home that Sunday. Monday morning, I'm back at work. So yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Hey Lyric, what's up, boo? You fell asleep watching the episodes last night. Yeah, I watched them when I was packing and stuff last night. I watched them. That's why I said I'm trying to remember. I mean, Anita's celebrating, we saw all of that. Joey's sister, she definitely got something going on. I don't know what she got going on, but she definitely got something going on. Um, this Ted Shanice thing, like, is it really breaking news that Ted loves Shanice? Like, it was. I feel like they was doing a lot with that. And then if the dude that plays Kyle is leaving the show, it's weird. I don't know. His son then got the job down to the clinic. Like, I don't know. I wonder if they recasted him. Like, I wonder if he left, but the character isn't going somewhere. Because it seems like they're making Kyle like a permanent situation. So I don't know. That's weird. Hi, Amber. Hey. Well, he left this cryptic message on his Facebook about when one door closes, another door opens, and like it was. He didn't come right out and say he was leaving, but it was real cryptic. So, how did he become a practice manager with no experience? Well, the other dude didn't have no experience either, child. They just be hiring people. Derek didn't have no experience either. He didn't know what the hell he was doing. All right, y'all. Let me go to bed. I'm yawning. I'm gonna be sleeping in a minute. But I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. I'll talk to y'all later. Night. Shut up, Cajun. Talking about don't talk about Derek. Shut up. Lord, now I don't know how to close this live. I'm so used to StreamYard. I'm so used to StreamYard. I gotta figure out how to end the damn live. Hold on, y'all. How I end this damn live? Okay, hold on. No, that's not it. Lord. Nope, that's not it. Okay, here it is right here. Lord. It's been so long since I went live straight from YouTube. Child, I forgot how to do it. Okay, I'm ending the live now. Night, y'all.